Okay, sorry for the commercial. So, uh, something that is not considered a residential property, even you see the word residential, is a 10 residential units in a building. That's not considered under any circumstance. Even like I said, you see the word residential, a residential property. Another important thing is the that residential property must disclose requirement for authority authorized brokers relationship. You must disclose that you must disclose everything. That's a requirement. And PILFI is a term known as a licensing brags that the property is located near a large park. That's known as PILFI. And large park is known like a PILFI also with the licensing brags. When a property is located near a large park, that's considered PILFI. Residential sale, like I said before, you must disclose all the requirements covered to have a broker's relationship. That's very important. So if you want to know if something is ethical for the real estate practice, you must apply to the golden rule. That's the only way to see or to know if something that in a real estate, like that's the laws that makes them to work legal or illegal or ethical or unethical. That's the responsibility. That's the rules which they work under. It's the golden rule. So that there is where you have to go. So a dual agent represent. Oh yeah, I need a different color. A dual agent represents the seller and the buyer. Only showing a property does not give you a broker's relationship. You're only showing something, you're not getting a commission, so that's nothing. Like if you kill someone, doesn't mean that you have a relationship. That's the. I mean, if you see something, you show something, doesn't mean that you have a relationship with that person. So that's the kind of real life example that you can relate it. So a sales associate can now like open a real estate firm because you are a sales associate. You don't have the power to do that. You need to go further to do it in order to do that, like getting more things. Agency relationship is when the customer gives the broker the authority to act on his or her behalf. So you need the customer permission to take decisions or to perform certain things with her consent. So that's how you create an agency relationship. So something very important and easy to understand, if you are representing one customer, you are a single agent. One single. That's it. Sales associate collect commission. That's possible. That's legal if it is under your employer name and with his or her permission. That's the only way. You can't get a commission under your name, even you're the one who is doing the work. You need your boss permission and consent. So what is a designated sales associate? It's a single agent under certain conditions in the same transaction. You're representing just one person in the same transaction that makes you a designated sales associate. So what is illegal in Florida? A dual transaction. It's illegal. Sales associate cannot register a as a general partner. Does not allow. Brokers Relationship Disclosure Act is what provide customers with a greater understanding of real estate transaction and broker relationship. Remember that when you're buying a house, this is not something that you're doing every day as a customer. So the Brokers Relationship Disclosure Act protects you, give you the information that you need to satisfy or to clear any doubt that you have. So a 3-unit residential unit with the option to buy is considered a real in Florida. You need like to proceed and disclose all the real estate requirements. That's gonna work like a residential sale. So that's why you need to disclose the real estate requirements. So a customer who has under his possession more than 1 million when it's a broker relationship with a designated sale, um, you need to that you need to let to know when it's with a designated sale associate. So that's the associate that you need to get in contact with. So more than 1 million, you need someone special. So you have to look for a designated sale associate. That's it. It sounds complicated, but it's something like easy to visualize. The Brokers Disclosure Act is established brokers representation disclosure requirements. As we have been seeing, it's basically like disclose all the info that you have about the property.